University of Illinois Extension helps strengthen local communities and improve people's lives. I am Rhonda Furry, the horticulture educator serving Fulton, Mason, Peoria, and Tazewell counties. My goal is to inspire citizens in local communities to grow their own food and improve their home landscapes. I'm excited to share my 2017 horticulture program plan of work with you. This plan takes into consideration the needs of our local clientele and includes programming to meet those needs. We will continue to serve our current clientele and volunteers while reaching out to new and underserved audiences. My plan includes educating about current horticultural topics using approaches that reach people where they live and work. I have several program goals for 2017. Our biggest and most successful program is our University of Illinois Extension Master Gardener program. Based on emerging trends and educational needs, I have two new program initiatives. These include gardening information for younger and underserved audiences. Although my outreach efforts are broad, I do have targeted topics that cover emerging issues and educational needs. These include the ever-increasing hunger that people have to grow their own food in their own backyards or in community gardens. People want to know how to do that in sustainable ways that are healthy and cost and time effective. Homeowners need to know how to create beautiful, safe landscapes that help to decrease their home energy costs. Planting more native plants and less invasive plants is not only popular, but necessary for local ecosystem health. And folks are always interested in new plant introductions and current pest problems. Generation Y, also called millennials, are 15 to 34-year-olds, and Generation X are 35 to 51-year-olds that represent the largest growing portion of our general population. Yet they are the most underserved group in our unit's horticultural outreach efforts. Based on the 2010 census, Generation X represents 20% and Generation Y 26% of the total population in Fulton, Mason, Peoria, and Tazewell counties where I work. Research conducted by the Garden Media Group found that this group is just learning to garden and are hungry for information. They are most interested in growing edibles such as herbs, fruits, and vegetables, gardening with their children, and using sustainable gardening practices and methods. The total population of the 4 counties in our extension unit totals over 373,000 people. Of those, 40% live in owner-occupied housing. About 12 to 15% are from ethnic or race-based underserved populations, and over 10% are those living with a disability whom are not institutionalized. Based on this data, we plan to increase our outreach efforts within Peoria's African American and Hispanic populations, and our educational efforts to those living with disabilities in all 4 counties that we serve. To do this, I plan to use an approach that works first to build a new audience through media awareness and resources I think will interest them. Once we have an audience, we then focus our efforts using newsletters and e-blasts that help them further consider us as a source of quality information. We directly engage clientele to meet their educational needs using programs, events, webinars, and more, and we reach them where they live and work. Our ultimate goal is to develop leaders that will serve as master gardeners to help others learn to grow, leaders that serve on our planning and advisory committees, and leaders that are recognized for their exemplary service to their local communities. Specific plans to reach Peoria's underserved audiences include promoting the many wonderful Hispanic resources that University of Illinois Extension already has to offer. We'll do this by targeting more ethnic media and networking with agencies and organizations that also reach these populations. Ultimately, we hope to train community garden leaders in Peoria that will then help others in their neighborhoods live healthier lives through their gardens. Our staff and volunteers already work with these audiences, and we hope to better document those contacts in the future. Similar approaches are planned for those living with a disability in Fulton, Mason, Peoria, and Tazewell counties. Thanks to a generous local donation, some of our staff and volunteers were able to attend a workshop recently on how to better incorporate horticultural therapy into their programs and projects. As you saw, media and social media is a big part of our outreach efforts. I recently received training about how to make digital and other online resources more accessible to those with sensory disabilities by using alt tags on pictures and captioning the audio content. Unfortunately, the Illinois budget crisis has a direct impact on University of Illinois Extension. Although we are not entirely funded by the state, a significant portion of our budget is from state dollars. Due to this loss of revenue, we are developing ways to do even more through media and digital delivery. There are times when I will need to charge a program fee, which will run $50 to $150 depending on how much the organization can afford. Young organizations just getting started, for instance, are subsidized by more established and well-financed ones. Our ultimate goal is to reach everyone, especially those within our targeted populations. As always, we will work to find sponsors and grants to cover program costs, including our Master Gardener projects, and of course donations are greatly appreciated. Our Master Gardener program is the cornerstone of our horticulture program. Master Gardeners provided over $297,000 worth of value to our four-county area in 2015. Our volunteers help others learn to grow in demonstration gardens, with technical horticulture support, at festivals and events, and much more. We value our volunteers. We work hard to provide support that increases volunteer retention and supports the many projects that our 170 Master Gardeners do locally. Our Master Gardener Advisory Committee helps make priority decisions, including how to offer continuing education that keeps our Master Gardeners current and engaged. I'm working with a colleague to provide more resources for our Speakers Bureau to use when doing programs that help others learn to grow. Our Master Gardener program continually evolves to meet current local needs, including reaching new audiences and doing more local educational projects. We will train a new crop of Master Gardeners in 2018. Since our classes fill quickly, we are already taking names of those interested in this training.
Hi, I'm Julia Pryor, University of Illinois Extension Master Gardener Program Coordinator. Here are just a few examples of Master Gardener projects in Fulton, Mason, Peoria, and Tazewell counties. The Fulton Master Gardeners have been hosting Gardener's Big Day, an educational event annually for over 17 years. In Mason County, Master Gardeners worked with Trees Forever to plant trees along Havana's Riverfront Park. In Peoria, Master Gardeners helped a group of teens with a special project to build a hoop house at the Common Place Family Learning Center on Peoria's south side. Tazewell Master Gardeners have donated over 6 tons of produce in the last 5 years from the Morton Giving Garden and the Washington Giving Gardens.
Master Gardeners use their plant detective skills to ultimately help others learn to grow. They answer hundreds of questions each year through the Garden Helpline housed in Peoria and at area farmers markets, such as this one at Peoria's Riverfront Park. The majority of my outreach is done through traditional and social media work and the unit's website. Master Gardener volunteers keep current about volunteer and continuing educational opportunities in a bi-monthly Master Volunteer News. In 2017, we will explore publishing an e-news or sending more e-blast to the general public, creating more webinars and videos to post online, and reaching more through radio and television. Overall, our 2017 horticulture program is meant to inspire and teach citizens and volunteers how to improve home landscapes and grow their own food. Go to our website shown here to learn more. While there, sign up to receive e-blast about future programs.